On this episode of Blind Grilling, we're going to be installing a thermal jacket on our Yoder Ys640 Pellet smoker. And so let's get started. Right here in front of me, we have the thermal jacket. It comes into 3 pieces. The smallest piece really just has 3 little hooks across the top. Actually, 2 hooks across the top. And then at the bottom left and right corners, there's little connectors for a strap that we'll talk about in just a little bit. And so the second piece is what goes on the door. This piece is going to have grommets, 5 grommets across the top. And at the bottom, on what you're going to find is there's going to be a little cutout for the handle. And on the back side, it is going to have 3 hooks that are going to hook to the bottom of the door to keep it connected. And of course, this has your Yoder symbol right there on the front of it. And then we've got the back of the smoker. Again, this at the top is going to have these little like little nipple pieces that come through those grommets on the jacket that goes over the front of the door. And there's a cutout for the counterweight to kind of slide underneath the counterweight on the top of the Yoder as well. And it's got the straps that we mentioned a while ago that'll come around to the front and connect to that bottom piece. So let's go ahead and get started installing this. What we're going to do, we're going to come over here and we're going to remove our front shelf. I'm going to stick it over here. And kind of start with the easiest part first, to kind of just hang this on the very front of our Yoder. I'm going to raise up the lid. And this is a pretty simple deal that just kind of hooks right as you open up the lid, right there along the bottom. And you can kind of line it up and square it up. I can kind of feel that's going to be even right there. Next, we'll go ahead and close the lid, and we're going to get the front jacket. And the cutout for the handle is right here. The grommets will go across the top. All right, and then of course, like we said, these 3 hooks are going to go on the bottom of the door itself. So if we kind of straight this up here, we're going to slide this down right there in our handle is what we're really looking for. And what we'll do, now these are going to stay kind of loose. The middle one will hook and it'll stay. And those we'll have to adjust once we set the back one on, because if you're not careful, the hooks on the right and left of the door will not stay hooked to the door, where they'll come undone, and then you'll have to unhook it. Now we get the back part. And again, as you look at this, there's this cutout for the counterweight, and these will go inside the grommet. So I'm going to throw this over the top right here. Under. There it is. Pull that through underneath, and then we'll slide those pieces. We'll turn those in just a minute. Well, I'll turn that one for let you see. You turn that 90 degrees, and that kind of locks in. There you go. Put that one in. Turn it 90 and it locks in. But before we do the rest of those, you see here, this came undone on the bottom. So we'll just kind of hook that, kind of push up on it. We'll pull up, and we'll turn these 90 degrees. Make sure this is connected to the door still. that one is, and that one is. Whoop, didn't turn that one. There it is. And then all we do, and it's the same on both sides, you grab this strap on the back that goes under around the firebox here, and it'll connect to our bottom jacket. We'll do the same on this side. Now you're ready to put your front shelf back on. Find my holes here for it. And there you have it. You've got your thermal jacket. Weather is getting cooler. A lot of folks are wanting to make sure that they can keep really good temperature regulation as the fall is coming, winter is coming. They still want to be using their Ys640 pellet smoker. These thermal jackets are supposed to be really good. But for me, it's more than just insulating and making sure to maintain constant temps in colder weather. This actually I leave installed on mine because as many of you know, being blind, I don't like to touch metal grills. That's why I use the Big Green Egg primarily. With this thermal jacket on here, I can be reaching around, feeling around, and I'm touching this, and so I'm not burning myself on the Yoder. And so this thermal jacket works great for me to be able to feel around and not worry about burning myself. With the Stay Cool handle, we're all good there. And so that's how easy it is to install a thermal jacket. You guys got to check out these Ys640s, man. They're amazing cookers. They really are. Appreciate you watching Blind Grilling, and remember, if you're looking, you ain't cooking.